This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Icy weather continues for the Gorge, what you should know if you're traveling that way. And hundreds of delays and cancellations left travelers stranded out at PDX on Friday and over the weekend. Coming up, we're live at the airport with an update as post-holiday travel begins. Then another attack on 4 power stations, this time in the Seattle area. Coming up, how police are responding and what message they want to send to the vandals. Well, here we are at 5 a.m. on the day after Christmas with Chris McGinnis and Tim Gordon in for the normal crew, off on vacation or whatever they're doing.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning to you. Yeah.
How about a little sideways rain to start the morning off?
Sure, why not? Yeah,
we'll take you to Newport. Check out the camera here bopping in the breeze. We've had 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts at the beach.
Gee,
that is the live look from Yaquita Bay. Yeah, sideways rain. So the wind is actually going to subside just a little bit this morning at the coast, but it will be back in a big time way later tonight, and I'll talk about that more in just a bit. Radar last 2 hours showing widespread rain and, yeah, even a little bit of freezing rain in the Columbia River Gorge this morning. And right now we are 41 degrees, last check at PDX. All right, waking up temperatures that are in the 40s in Hillsborough and Tigard, 55 in Sherwood. Eugene was in the 60s yesterday. Unbelievable temperature contrast across the region. Right now, Salem sits at 60. The plan for today here in Portland: rain this morning, on and off rain throughout the day, a little breezy as well with highs in the upper 40s. Tim, the wind really ratchets up tonight and tomorrow for not only the coast, but here in the valley. And we've got more significant rain and gorge ice in the forecast tonight. I've got more on that coming up in just a bit.
Yeah, Chris, thanks a lot. We will talk more about the gorge now while Portland is thawing. Travel will still be tricky in the gorge. The National Weather Service put out an ice storm warning through early tomorrow morning. Officials warn travel will be difficult during this time. No closures for I-84 as of yet, but parts of the historic Columbia River Highway are closed this morning due to downed trees and slick conditions. Well, after a winter storm hit the Portland metro area, some travelers at PDX are still dealing with flight cancellations and delays. Bryant Clerkley is live for us there this morning with the latest. Good morning, Bryant.
Good morning, Tim. And yes, the crowds are heavy here at PDX. So if you're coming, you might want to get here early. Take a look at how long these lines are. And according to FlightAware, there are 17 delays and 28 cancellations. Alaska Airlines has resumed operations here at the airport, and after some cancellations, and there's some crews and some planes that were displaced. And it was a Christmas miracle for a family of 26 on Sunday. The group waited at PDX for family members to get here in order to celebrate their first Christmas together. The reunion almost didn't happen after days of frustrations, delays, and rescheduled flights.
It was kind of crazy because we were really stressed about the flight getting canceled like they have been the last couple of days. But we made it here.
Some travelers spent hours trying to rebook their flight, so the airport looks maybe a little bit calmer today, but it doesn't seem like crowds are going to be thinning out anytime soon. So like I said, if you're coming to catch a flight, check on the website to see, if your flight's delayed or anything. And like I said, get here early because you will be waiting in line. Tim.
All right, Bryant. Yeah, still a lot of folks just trying to get to where they need to go. Appreciate you. Well, across the country, travelers trying to get home after the holidays might be out of luck. The Arctic blast has forced airlines to cancel hundreds of flights. We've just been talking about here locally as well. We've got this issue. But in total, more than 6,800 flights are delayed and over 3,000 yesterday across the United States, with more disruptions expected. Okay, let's get you caught up on some of this weekend's headlines. Starting in Fairview, 4 people were hurt in a knife fight at a Christmas party. It happened early yesterday morning. The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says those hurt include the suspect, but they did not mention any names or arrests. Everyone is expected to survive. Deputies now working to figure out what started that fight. Police in southern Oregon arrested a man this weekend who has been on the run after allegedly killing his girlfriend. Jose Caraballo is accused of killing Catherine Mulbach. Her body was found in Portland's Powell Butte Nature Area on December 9th. Caraballo is now in jail in Jackson County, and he will be transferred up to Portland. And police say 4 shootings in Gresham appear to be unrelated. They happened within hours of each other on Friday night. This map shows the locations and times of the shootings. 2 were on Southeast 176th Place. The others happened on Ankeny Street and on 182nd. Police say nobody was hurt, but a few homes hit by bullets. No arrests so far. And those are your morning headlines for this Monday. Well, in Washington, police are investigating attacks on 4 power stations. The attacks left thousands in the dark on Christmas Day. All were in Pierce County. Maddie White with our sister station in Seattle reports.
Fire crews are once again on scene at an electrical substation working on Christmas night. This comes after thousands of people lost power throughout the day after previous incidents at other substations across Pierce County. This video shows the damage done by the perpetrators at this substation on Capalson Highway East. Authorities say it was broken into and that a fire was intentionally set. This put 3,000 customers out of power. Prior, early this morning, 3 Tacoma Power substation facilities were attacked in East Pierce County, which originally left 7,300 customers without power. Since then, several hundred remain without power from the break-in.
I mean, it's disheartening that somebody is attacking power stations. It affects a lot of people. I came from Christmas at my aunt's house, who's off of Meridian, and they didn't have power all this morning. So one of the other power stations hit affect them, and then we knew that that was happening in the area.
Yeah, that was Maddie White reporting. Attacks on power stations have become a growing concern in recent months. A county in North Carolina had a similar situation earlier in December when attacked 2 substations knocked out power. And here in Oregon, both PGE and the Bonneville Power Administration confirmed attacks on substations in the Clackamas area in late November. A federal law enforcement memo also warned of threats like this in Oregon and Washington. Okay, if you're headed to the coast this week, the National Weather Service says, boy, expect big waves. That's through Wednesday. We're talking wave heights around 20 feet today and 25 feet Tuesday and Wednesday. Be careful out there at the coast and keep your eyes on the water for sure. All right, yeah, it's going to be quite windy. I believe there's a new warning up for the coast as well for winds, and I know Chris McGinnis is going to talk to us all about that just very shortly. He is on his way here, and mic is open. Tell us.
Yeah, let's tell you about that. So we're looking live right now at the Yaquina Bay camera here in Newport. Our boat's bopping in the breeze there, and the sideways rain kicking as well. Right now we've got wind gusts along the Oregon coast upwards of 50 miles an hour. That's this morning's dose, but you know what? We've got another system coming in later on this evening that is going to make this one seem like child's play, so to speak. Let's go ahead and show you the radar. Over the last 2 hours, we've got rain falling across the region this morning, and yes, as we go out towards the Columbia River Gorge, you see that pink shading on the map indicating pockets of freezing rain. Maybe not nearly as widespread as what we saw just 24 to 36 hours ago, but nonetheless, with temperatures through the central Columbia River Gorge marginal to even slightly below freezing, ice is a concern as these next rounds of precipitation move in. So an ice storm warning continues for the central gorge through late tonight and early tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, in the Willamette Valley, we have warmed, and in some cases we have warmed significantly. We're talking, Eugene yesterday was 60 degrees for crying out loud. It's 41 right now at PDX. The breeze, though, still out of the east-southeast at 22. So again, we're still driving in some of that cooler air from the gorge. Luckily, though, it has modified some, so we're dealing with above freezing temperatures across the Portland, Vancouver metro area. But there's quite a spread. Check this out. It's 39 in Troutdale. It's 48 in Tigard. It's 55 in Sherwood. And as we slip south, we're pushing 60 right now in Salem. So temperatures have obviously come up quite a bit. The plan for today keeps us on and off wet. I mentioned the ice storm warning for the central Columbia River Gorge. That's until 4 a.m. tomorrow. And then finally, we'll get enough of a wind shift to scour out whatever is remaining of the cold air. I did want to point this out. We've got a high wind warning for the South Washington and the North and Central Oregon coast beginning beginning at 10 p.m. tonight. We've got a very potent weather system set to come on shore, and not only will it be windy at the beach, but we also have a wind advisory for the Willamette Valley as well. Let's go ahead and check out the forecast here. We'll roll the clock at our computer. Waves of showers rolling through the area this morning. But our low pressure, really strong low pressure, cranking off the Oregon and Washington coast late tonight and early tomorrow. And that will drive some very strong south wind gusts into the region today. I should say tonight and early tomorrow. So expect very windy conditions at the beach and here in the Willamette Valley, which is near 50 today, mid 50s tomorrow. And then we cool it off a little bit, but there's no threat of valley wintry precipitation here for the remainder of our 7-day forecast heading up to and through the New Year's Day holiday.